one of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? It's the Baylor Bears and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Lagway trying to be heard above the noise. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Second down coming up. Lagway throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Trying to quiet this crowd, DJ Lagway. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway makes the grab. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Lagway wants to throw. Finds his man. Breaks the tackle. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for the edge, it's Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's caught. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the end route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing. I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Here's Lagway to pass. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concept.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Carr. It's complete on the right side. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take it.
Might have a chance. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They'll give it to him again. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Here's Carr to throw. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Throwing, Lagway. Avoids pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
How about the quarterback there, buying a little bit of time, a little Houdini act, breaking the tackle, breaking the sack. Maybe now you want him to get his eyes back downfield and try to make a play, but the pressure definitely sped him up and forced the incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're in the gun. 3rd down. Here's Carr. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Fourth down, Carr. Right down the middle. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Throwing, Carr. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Back open in the middle. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Finding an escape route.
And you can hear the exhale from up here, guys. Like that was a big 3rd down. This offense, they've already dug themselves a hole, right? They understand. They're down. It's getting closer to the half. They need to make some plays. That was a big 3rd down.
Quick completion on the out route. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Carr. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
He caught it! And to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Flagway. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Flagway. Here comes the heat. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move, it's Mobley. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the grab. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Play action, C.J. Carr. Finds his tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Here's Carr to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. That's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Got a little space. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late-game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Lagway wants to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Might be looking to run. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lagway to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Here's a heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a push on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Absolute shank. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Put toe together and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mobley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll move the wide receiver. This quarterback, part of their running game. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Ernie on the Jets. At the 30, the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of a guy in that slot position.
Bring in the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, he could not protect the ball enough.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bears will punt it away on fourth down. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute goals.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Mobley. Got a little grass. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with second and 13.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Powers through. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Play action. Carr. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team, and when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Turning it on. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Flag wave. Got his man on the outside. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. To the air. It's Lagway. The screen. He's got wheels. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right on the money. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Here on 3rd down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Might be changing the route. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do.
Makes the catch at the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wideout. Going for the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They go play action with Lagway. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They'll run the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Pocket breaking down. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Play fake Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Throws to the back. Complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. 4th down, Lagway. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Zips it out to his man. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Trying to run, it's Mobley. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Nice job by the defense suffocating this offense. They were ready for it. Nice job getting them on the ground, making a tackle. And here we go. This offense is trying to do something, trying to get some momentum, right back on the ball, running the no-huddle. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Carr to throw for it on 4th. A shot toward the end zone. Got it down the field. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it again. Can't get him to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
From the gun, running back gets the give. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, that's just bad.
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say,
glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. It's the UCF Knights and the Northwestern Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we're about ready to start. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Watson. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And how about a 3rd down? They try to attack the outer part of the field. A lot of times those out routes are the hardest passes to throw. Defense ready. Good 3rd down defense, and they get the win on that one.
He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Bunch formation for these receivers. Fights off a defender.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Childs. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fighting off the defender. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Snagged in the middle. It's Watson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They're testing the right side here. Makes it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They're working that left side. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the RPO, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary, the big tight end, catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
Look out, he's got room. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gives it to the back on the draw. There's a crease. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Trying to, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. To the air, it's Barnett. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern!
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
What a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when he's throwing on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
They'll give it to Watson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Knights will call on their punt team. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Snags it, and he's open. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Farrell. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Plows through the defense. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. Upstairs, he's got it. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Facing a third down is short from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Under fire. And it's a sack.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half. Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. The pressure is really on to put together a drive here, already down 21-zip. Caught.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Farrell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Fires quickly. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down.
Ready. Bender. Copper. Win.
This time he wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UCF. A pick 6.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Creates a little space. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Childs. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
Could be an alley. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab behind the line. It's Farrell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Northwestern wants to go quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Wildcats! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. The run inside. It's Chambers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. It's on target and complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Here's a give to Watson. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Wants to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Barnett. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Northwestern right back to the line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying it.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Defense looks as if it's coming. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking to fire. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the...
Here's a little room there. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A handoff for Watson. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
What a big, aggressive play call on 4th down for this offense. Defenses, you're taught to put your feet by the sticks. Don't give up that first down. Nice job by the offense saying, okay, if you're going to do that, we're going to throw the football down the...
Snags it, and there's running room. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. It's complete to the right. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
A little release to the back. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Quarterback keeper. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.